Aloha and welcome to today's conference team meeting. My name is Alan Koloma and I will be presenting my case on my client. Her name is Martha. Martha is a 33-year-old woman. She's a wife and also a stay-at-home mom to three children, all under the age of 10. Martha came into the YWCA seeking help with finding a place to go with her children where her husband cannot access them. Martha reports that she is a victim of domestic violence, and she states that the physical and verbal abuse has escalated within the last year. She states that in public, her husband is charming to her and others, especially in social events and gatherings, but in the home, he is demanding and can get easily triggered by the smallest problems. Martha has previously told him that she's leaving, but her husband is remorseful and promises changes, stating that he cannot live without her. So Martha presumes to stay, but things would only go good for a moment, and then shortly after, things just reverts right back to the way they were. Her husband refused to seek counseling, and Martha is at a point where she can no longer live this type of lifestyle. In her own words, she states, "I can't live like this the rest of my life." Martha mentioned that she has a 9-year-old son who started to bite his nails, and that her 3-year-old daughter clams up whenever her father is in the same room. Her other son has expressed concerns of bringing friends over because of how his father acts. Martha hasn't held a job since after their first year of marriage because her husband resented her working or the thought of her getting promoted. Martha has her current Martha currently has a degree in accounting. During our interview, Martha seemed very anxious, fearful, and worried over just the thought of her husband finding them. She expressed that when she came to this very meeting, she was afraid to park her car where he could find it and locate them. We have discussed that the YWCA has the ability to provide temporary shelter where for her and her children, where shelter staff will work with Martha to help secure housing, employment, and they also provide counseling services. They have all the resources there to connect her and help her achieve her goals. Right now, Martha's concentration is focused on primarily protecting her children. When asked why did she come into the shelter today, if the abuse has been ongoing for years, Martha expressed to how she has started to notice how the violence is altering her children's behavior, causing them to fear the environment they're in while their dad is present. She doesn't want them to live in fear or worry about how the abuse is affecting her as well. I see Martha as a strong, intelligent, and capable woman who, with appropriate coordination of resources and services, can achieve the goals she has identified for herself as well as those outlined in the service plan. These goals include securing housing, obtaining employment, gathering vital records and other important documents and records that were left behind, um, building social networks, reconnecting with family, building um, support systems that can help her during this time as she navigates a future for her and her children. Her greatest source of strength is her deep desire to protect her children and create a safe environment where they can thrive without fear or abuse. I have also observed that she is carrying significant guilt, both about being unable to keep her marriage intact and about the impact the abuse has had on her children. I am recommending that Martha remains in transitional housing as a temporary relief at the YWCA until permanent housing becomes available. She should continue working towards securing employment to support her long-term goal of housing stability. Uh, Additionally, Martha should continue individual counseling and participate in family counseling with her children. I am also recommending that she be evaluated for post-traumatic stress disorder and possible depression. Another goal she has identified during the interview is her desire to regain control of her life. Does anyone have any questions?